doing in this era? He seems to be still fighting the big boys very late stage of his career.
Definitely. First of all, you have to give a lot of credit to Manny Pacquiao. He's a great fighter, man, and he's still fighting the top elite fighters to this day. And I'd love to mix it with him, definitely. But this is a fight I can't look past this fight against Goya. I've done that before where I've looked past fights. For example, when I looked past Prescott, I was knocked out. Now I can't afford that. I can't afford to not look past this guy, because if I get a beat like Goya, then I might as well call it a day. Every fight's a hard fight. He's Asia WBC champion. He's going to bring something to the table. I have to be one step ahead and win it in good style. It's a great opportunity for me to fight in Saudi Arabia, because the opportunities like this don't come. So I was one of the lucky guys to have the opportunity on the table, and I'm going to go there and put on a great performance. And instead of two nations fighting on the borders, obviously I am British, but at the same time having two nations fighting on the border with Pakistan and India, why not take it to sport and put it in the ring and you bring both nations together and have them connect instead of having wars on the battlefield and stuff.
Amir, I got the impression that you were genuinely hurt by criticism of your last performance, because you've always had that warrior reputation. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, definitely. I was a little bit upset. I'm very upset, really, to be honest with you. And I think it's just part of life. You have to come back stronger from it. Obviously, I wasn't in any way okay to continue. Now, if I did continue and I was still in a little bit of pain, then maybe I would have got knocked out. At the end of the day, nothing away from Crawford. He's a great fighter, but I just feel that if that fight was anywhere else, like in England or in Vegas, I don't think that would have happened.
Could you have won?
100%. I mean, at least I would have had the opportunity to have a rematch with him. At least, I'm not saying if I would have won it, even if they called it a no contest, at least give me an opportunity to have a fair fight with him. It was a low shot. The shot was well below the belt, but it seems that I didn't get the opportunity, or people didn't really see it that way. And I could see and I could feel myself in the fight coming back. I started catching him some good shots. But I'm not saying nothing like I was beating him. The fight was getting closer, and I was closing the gap. But obviously, it ended the way it did.
Thanks, Jim.
Was it a tough decision to leave Virgil Hunter?
I'm not left Virgil Hunter. Basically, what's happened is with this new coach, obviously, is because I had to make a quick change around and a quick turnaround. So that's the reason I've used Bones Adam. Now that doesn't mean I don't work with Virgil Hunter. I love to work with Virgil Hunter again, and also Alex Ruiz. I'm working with him after I think it's 6 years, and I have a great relationship with Tony Brady. So to be honest with you, me and Tony still in talking terms. It's just that they're busy with other fighters. That's why I had to make this move.
Can I just ask? You mentioned that you would like the British Prime Minister to attend. Have you extended an invitation to them, or is it just?
We will send an invitation to the British Prime Minister. Definitely. Look, I'm a British fighter, and I always tell people that. And obviously, when we wrote to the Pakistan Prime Minister, he jumped to the occasion and he said he's going to be at the fight, so which is going to be amazing. I think the King of Saudi is also going to be at the event. Mohammed bin Salman, which I think will be amazing. So you know what? It's just amazing to be that part of the world and having the royal family and having the big politicians there.
Can you just repeat the part about the academies and the training programs that you're?
So we're hopefully going to be having Amir Khan academies opening in Saudi Arabia, where we can help the young talent and the boxing talent bring it up. So we're going to be supporting them, and hopefully by the end of the year we will have around about 20 to 30 academies.
Amir, at the end of the year,
go on.
Before the end of the year, are you going to fight at least one more time? And what are the names you're targeting once this is out of the way?
See, once this is out of the way, my target is to get someone like Manny Pacquiao, maybe a Kell Brook, maybe one of the top guys in the top 10. They've got me number 10 in the world at the moment, so any of the top 10 guys. So yeah, I want to be back in that mix again, definitely. At 147 especially. So it's not like I'm just taking this fight and going to call it a day. I'm going to come back for one of the big names and beat the big names as well. I can't finish my career off on a low. I want to finish on a big high.
I mean, finally, what do you want to say to chances of Joshua after his loss of the weekend? Obviously, you've come back against fights like that. But what sort of advice would you want to give?
My advice to Andy is that look, just stay strong. I've heard that he's going to take a rematch with him back to back. I think it might be the worst thing to do, after, because he needs to build his confidence up. As a fighter, you're always going to have that back in your mind that look, he beat me last time, so you're going to go into this fight thinking, oh, he beat me, so how am I going to overcome this? I think what he needs to do is build his confidence up, get 1 or 2 good wins, knock the guys out, and then come back and fight Ruiz again. Hopefully that's if Ruiz is still champion. But I still, regardless, champion no champion, I think people will want to see that fight.
Amir, what are your rumours on the
for the fact that maybe AJ might have been suffered from a knockout the week before, or he had a panic attack just before the fight? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, look, it is boxing. You can get hurt in sparring and hurt in training, but I just feel like, look, he's a great fighter. He's an Olympic champion. I'm sure that's happened before, but you just have to I'm sure he'll know how to get over that. I think people are making that a bigger issue than it is, because when AJ come out and said, look, it wasn't that reason. So you have to respect him for coming out and that.
Thanks, folks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.
My mic.
Come on, fucking